It's dark. Tailgating each other. See? Very dangerous. Look at that. Look, it's about to be a car accident there because this one's concerned with what I'm doing. On a side street. Look at them all. Look at all of them. There's literally thousands of people out here following me to intimidate me. Thousands. It's not a rush hour. It's people that were waiting for me at my house to intimidate me. Look, now they're going to hug the curb over here so that I can't get through. And this one's literally going to wait for me. See, he was about to run into that other one's bumper. Now he's literally waiting for me because they're all perverts. And they want to have psychic power over me when I sleep so they can make my penis ejaculate because they're all perverts. All of them. They're all sick. It's all MK Ultra mind control. And it's how they all became settled, how they got cars, how they got places to live, being undercover psyops agents. That's not normal. No, it isn't. It's no wonder my entire life, all the jobs I had, and I never found a place where I could settle in and stay. And people would always say the oddest, what seemed like at the time, because I had no perspective or context of why they would think or feel or even let alone to say something like that, to say, oh, how long do you plan on working here? Forever. So someday I can have a house, a car, children. But, they would check in and they would go there and they'd put on the hat and they didn't really want to be there. And this is the way it was. The whole thing was a sideways trap house underground. And then the ones that were against it, they were just man trapped. They even had double doorways, what would lock electronically, what they referred to as man traps, sally ports. And they would punch them out behind the door, The guy had a song lyric about it, the one that was interviewing my cousin. He said, they're all my cousins. He said, what did he say? Bloodied up more, the first one through the door, something like that. Yeah, I was a victim in those asylums and prison houses while people were using sally ports and man traps to trap brutal criminals. They were strapping me down and injecting me because they were also brutal criminals. People who live a lie, choose a lie, and do not choose what's holy, good, or right, don't only become more corrupt, but are already corrupt because they don't love the truth. Look at this is gang stalking. This is not rush hour. This is gang stalking. Look, this one's riding on the shoulder. Look, riding on the shoulder to block me. Not because there's not 5 feet to the line over there, but to block me from riding. Riding on the shoulder to block me. This is the danger that I face every day on foot, or on a bicycle, or otherwise. I'm better off not even having a car. Because when I had a car, somebody T-boned me with a monster truck like that one, exactly like that one that just passed, racing its engine, right? T-boned me with a monster truck, kept both hands on the steering wheel, spun the wheels, pressing the gas pedal, pushing my car sideways, trying to blow the tire off the rim and push me into the bushes. And then said, oh, look what you did to my truck. How much money you got in your wallet? You took my money. I went off to smoke some more pot pills or sniff some more methamphetamines or crack pipes. Look, see, this one wants to create a dangerous situation. This is not just some random person sitting here. Look, even sitting there listening to me, trying to pay attention to me, it's a sex predator. They're all liars, trap housers, and sex predators. And I can guarantee you that everyone is affiliated with a military family. Every single one of them, either currently in active reserves, PSYOPs, CIA, undercover, GBX, RTB, OTB, who cares what they call it? They're all involved with a fanatical, maniacal, mafia mob mentality of people who do not love the truth and will gladly do anything they're told to do to keep their job. What's also referred to as a Nazi. And sometimes not even gladly. They'll bear false witness against a person. That's why I couldn't get the police report. They disallowed me the access to the police report. There was 3 witnesses and a cop that was arrested, and the 3 witnesses decided that they didn't want to be exposed, and the cop that got arrested didn't want to be exposed, and the cops that arrested him didn't want to expose him. So they told me we need a week to make any revisions to the police report that we feel are necessary. Now, this is a police report that's already filled out and signed, and they need a week to make revisions to it. That's illegal. It's tampering with documents and evidence. They do it all the time. I was trafficked on a school bus. The woman told me that if she was in my situation or she was in a job and somebody said we're trafficking children on our school buses, she said she would put her head down and keep her mouth shut. And then the other woman tilted her head toward me to show me all the earrings that ran up her ear. That's how many men she's had sex with, either in a row or at one time, right? To show me all of her earrings. And then she says, do you want us to get the police involved? They admitted KYB 962 and or 965 and Dottie the bus driver was their company. They admitted it, and that it still was one of their call numbers. And in fact, they even looked shocked because they knew exactly what I was talking about. And they were shocked that I remembered that. Look at all this traffic. Look at another little side road off to the side, not a main thoroughfare. This is a little side road. This is Little Britain Road here. Oh yeah, they use this during rush hour. Listen, every day, every night, all day long, all day night, when a person is being stalked, it's supposedly rush hour. There's thousands and thousands of people looking for me. It just happens to be rush hour every day, every night, all day and all night. All you got to do is look, all those drones up in the sky up there, all you got to do is look at the evidence where all the traffic goes. Look, these main thoroughfares are empty. South Street is empty. This street is empty. Oh, there's 2 cars going down Broadway. But then when I show up, it's thousands and thousands of people. And they all know it. I've literally had video footage of them running into businesses, opening the lock gates on the front of businesses on a so-called holiday weekend just because I was going down the sidewalk to get a money order. And they didn't anticipate me going to Newburgh to do it. Now look, now I got to sit here while there's an onslaught of traffic coming out of a parking lot with traffic that won't relent over here. And then they're going to flag me. Yeah, go in front of me. They'll give me the come hither motion with their finger. Like, let me put my finger up your anus, and it's called the come hither. They go like this with their finger, you know? I'm not stupid. Look at them all. Look, and that's Wisner Avenue, another side street that comes off of a one-way road. Also not a main thoroughfare. All you got to do is look at the traffic patterns and see where it's the most heavily concentrated. It's exactly where I am. I mean, how much evidence do you need? And every one of them looking on their phones, tracking me, following me with their so-called dark web hookup, what tells them where the Amazon package is. Look at this. You know how many times that light is going to change before this traffic goes through? Nobody with common sense from around here, if this was genuine rush hour traffic every day and night, which it's not, would take these routes. Oh, they don't like that I can articulate. That's why they wrote in the paper, speaks in word salad and can't form coherent sentences, and even go as far as to post on my pages online that I'm supposedly incoherent. Look at this one, sunglasses on at night, walking straight into me, so I have to drive around them. That's not random. That's not random. These aren't random people. And then sometimes they'll say, what did you say? And they'll run up and they'll start beating on my head, or they'll try to run me over with a car and murder me. Look, and they take it out on each other because they're all perverted and they're all here for the same perverted reasons. Stalking. And then they put their water on the road because that's the semen. We're going to make the semen flow tonight. Oh, yeah, love will flow like wine tonight. Ah, we're going to blow a load. Oh, it's going to be a real gusher. Oh, look, it's raining. We're expecting 6, 7, 8 to 10-inch penises. Why do you think they get so excited about inclement weather? I talk about Hurricane Zelda and Hurricane Kim and Hurricane John, and oh, yeah, and Tornado Joe, and woo, it's a plow wind. Ooh, we're gonna get plowed, yeah, because they're perverts. Oh, look, more people blocking me, more people making my life dangerous, and more people eluding and creating confusion and psychically projecting as much confusion as they possibly can. Oh, you were mistaken. You thought that was a person. It was a street sign. It doesn't make a difference. They're beaming lights from the air. They're casting shadows. They're wishing confusion. You know, when you walk down the hallway in school, or the shopping mall or somewhere in the street, and you maybe you thought, wow, I guess I must not know how to walk down a hallway. These people keep shoulder checking me and go, sorry, and walking into me. It's on purpose. Here you go, another side street. This one waiting on a side street because they know that I go this way, right? So they're sitting there waiting with the headlights to make it some kind of way. And perhaps, had I not said anything, or perhaps even still, they'll come up behind me aggressively on a little side street where there's never any traffic, hardly ever. This is every day and night. And then people will look at their watches because they'll know whether it's light outside or dark in the sky or not. They'll know it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. Look, here comes one down the side street. Do I not tell you? Look, and we'll eat. Look on the wrong side of the road. Will even hit me with a vehicle and say, "Oh, a guy on a bicycle on the side street didn't see him, blam," and murder me on the wrong side of the road because they want semen and they want their wife to ejaculate and their children to ejaculate, and they want a psychic read on everybody's feces, and they don't want to tell on Uncle Joe who used to finger them as a child, and they don't want to feel feelings, and they want to erase the past, and their grandpa is a member of the mafia and killed 33 people, and their uncle used to deal crack and murdered 19 people, and is alive and well, very wealthy, living in Newburgh. And is on the police force. They don't want people to know this stuff, and they don't want the past. They don't want the present. They don't want the future. They don't want reality, and they don't love the truth. Look at this. Everywhere I go, look, it's bumper to bumper to bumper traffic. Look, another side street coming up another side street. When that street over there connects over there and you bypass that whole corner, this goes down to a one-way street and down the other side street, which is not a convenient route, right? This is certainly more convenient here, but to cross the road wouldn't have been convenient, so they go that way. Sometimes you'll see them cutting wheels or using no turn signal or switching their turn signal back and forth, not knowing which way they want to go. Sometimes they'll even shout things out the window at me and blink their lights at me. Oh, look, here comes the two brothers again because they banged the women who were in my house who trafficked my children and raped me. They raped me. There they go. Look, friends of the family who asked which vagina I preferred best out of the people that trafficked my children and raped me and drugged me in my own home and had me committed and arrested while they took my car and drove it for about 40,000 miles. Look, see, look, they're beeping at each other because this is not normal. This isn't normal. Look, here comes another drone in the sky up here. What kind of video evidence do you need? Look at this. This is so abnormal. Literally, thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people stalking. on foot, in cars, on motorbikes, on scooters, on skateboards, in the freezing cold, 30 degrees, driving by me on a little side street, sitting where I used to sit as a child, comes by me on a skateboard, popping an ollie in 30-degree weather, telling me, keep your legs limber. Like that's supposed to be some kind of friend. They're all weird. They're all perverted. Look, this one drives with his lights on so that they can get a good look at him. They all want to suck penis and eat vagina and lick anuses and sniff feces and cause children to ejaculate in their sleep and then wake them up and wipe them off and tell them, oh, let mommy get that for you. That's normal. Oh, you had a morning wood? Oh, go butter your corn or you'll get backed up. That's literally the language I've listened to my whole life. And not just the people that handled me. People in very wealthy homes telling their children to go butter their corn. Go wank off. Calling their own children mother effers. That they're suggesting that they for unlawful carnal knowledge, their own mother. Selling them pornography on TV, on children's shows. They're seeing people in pornography on children's shows. Dressing scantily or behaving in ways what is witchcraft to sexuality. Look at all this. Coming off a one-way street, coming up that inconvenient side street. Look at this. Look. This is not even a main. This is not. Remember, I was on that corner the last time, and there was people standing over there, and this guy was cutting the wheel. No, that was another time. Remember all the videos I took here, and you could see where the light was in the sky because it was reflecting off of this piece right here. Remember that? This is what it is. Even the lights in the sky follow me. And that's not my doing. People talking about we're in a hologram and deceiving these already dangerously deceived people. Look, here they come again. Another one, the two brothers. The two brothers with the Yoo-hoo symbol, the illegal Yoo-hoo symbol, stolen from the company. Oh, they own the company. Wow, you little children in commercials. Look at me. 90-degree head, turning 90 degrees to see what I'm doing. Look, rental trucks. Look, a Terminex truck. Look, and stopping in the middle of the road. Look, he's stopping in the middle of the road. He doesn't know what he wants to do. Look, he's waiting for me. Look, he's waiting for me because he stays down on South Street where I sit. Look at him. Look, oh, he's waiting for somebody else. He's leading them home. They're going to trap house him through the Sally Port or the man trap and knock him out when they try to fuck their sister. Sorry, Jesus, for cussing. Please forgive me. Look at this. This is a side street, bro. This is so not normal. Look at this. Look. It is bumper to bumper traffic as far as the eye can see. And these are all little side streets here. Look, this is all coming off a one-way street. It's all going down little old Wisner Avenue to the old Strick, up to Little Britain Road and the back roads, and going all the way up here to where the bridge is under construction, what it would clearly show you on any Google map. Bridge under construction, don't go that way. Use caution ahead. It's going to take you like 10 minutes to get across the bridge. But they're all going this way for some reason. What I just told you already. They're all perverts. Look, big brand new trucks. You know how much that truck is? $600 to $800. No, that truck is $800 a month. $800 a month for that truck. Look, brand new work vehicles, flatbeds, fencing stolen goods. Look, Chevy Chase headlights. Maybe you should put like 5 more headlights on there, and then you'll be like a spider in things, Look at him. A sanding truck. Look, a sanding truck. Where's he going? Where's he going to sand? Where's he going? He's going to fence some stolen goods. Oh, look, a restaurant that's never open is packed. It's packed. Look. Where are they all going? Well, that's rhetorical. Hell is what you make it. Look, they're all waiting for me and begging for me to cross the street. Look at, they don't mind being in a conga line to hell. They don't mind it. Look at them. It's the most ridiculous thing. Listen, if this was rush hour, these would not be the routes that people would take. A construction bridge, a side road, a back road, a one-way road, a little side road that goes to some more back roads. This would not be the way people would go. This is crazy. Look, and he's going down this little side road. It's like a double side road. It's a little extension road that Y's off at the end. Look at them. No turn signals. No turn signal. Just willy nilly, mamby pamby, whatever you want to call it. They're all. I'm trying so hard not to cuss. They're all foul and perverted and want pornography and prostitution. Why do you think we have actual physical places of prostitution where you can go pay and have some woman dry hump your lap until you ejaculate for $1,000? You could take her home and you could end up marrying her someday if you're lucky and you can avoid all the diseases and the drugs and the multiple children from multiple families that were trafficked and find out they have other families. Or you could go downtown and just buy a video of them and go home and wank off. Prostitution is illegal, but you can find it anywhere here. It's Pottersville. Look, this one going down the side street also. Look at me. Did you see how that other one looked at me? Were you able to see it? He looked at me like he wanted to murder me. And I'm not just saying he looked like that because I look sour too at this point. But he literally was like more interested. Look at down the side street, down the side street. It's crazy. Look at them all. Look, can you see how far that traffic goes up there? I mean, this is really frightening. I was hit in a space of a few years, maybe 2.5 to 2 years. I was literally hit by about 7 or 8 vehicles and dove off onto people's lawns, had my bicycle torn out of my hand, got tagged, got tipped, and got hit so hard that I literally could not walk. And to this day, my chest bone is sticking out. And I still can't bend my knee or turn my neck all the way. And these are all new vehicles. Look, all new vehicles. Look at, do you understand how many millions of dollars has rolled past in this short video? Literal. Look, here's another Two Brothers truck. Look, with the Yoo-hoo symbol. Related to the family where I'm banned from, 43 Vermont Drive, or 43 Vermont Drive, what trafficked my children, raped me. The guy faked his death, moved to Virginia, is still alive, and then told somebody recently over the phone which vagina did he prefer. In Greeklish, Slanglish, part Italian, part English, part Greek, and mostly slang. And my friend says, tell him what he said to you. Tell him what he said to you. And I said, I don't speak Greek. He said, you know what he said. Stop the nonsense and tell him what he said. I said, he asked which vagina I preferred out of the people that raped me and trafficked my children, that were in my house, that were drugging me and bringing people into my house to professionally hypnotize me. And then he told me he'll handle it. And he went off on him. He hung up the phone and he started crying. And I said, why are you crying? He said, because that was my friend and he's very sick. Look at all these people going up the side road and look at the looks they're giving me. Like I don't have a right to exist, let alone to be standing here. Oh, you're the reason for this traffic jam. Won't you just move along? And then sometimes they'll scream my name out the window, literally call me, Mike Lee, nobody likes you. Hey, Daddy. They'll throw garbage and pizzas and hamburgers at me. So, I mean, this is not random. This is not random. I mean, this is severely, severely criminal. And these people know that children are trafficked around here every single day. They're all affiliated with police, mafia, and military and pornography, right? The Parapoli families, right? And then they'll tell you this is just how it is. It's Satan's fallen world, and that they're not called children, they're called kids because they're kidnapped, they're trafficked, and that's just how it is with kids. You really don't have any kids because that's just how it is with kids. Sorry you paid all that child support. Sorry that you have videos and pictures holding your children and rocking them to sleep and kissing them goodnight and doing things with them, but time to give them up now. You really don't have any kids. Oh yeah, you can see that. Sleepover Girl 99. When one of my daughters comes down the steps doing Darren's dance move, who supposedly grew up in a poor house, right? They can read sheet music, they can play guitar, drums, they can do break dancing, everything, right? And then she says in the background, she says, you know what? I said to him, I said, you know what? You really don't have any kids. That's just how it is with kids. These are my children. And they took them. And it's reported that some of them are in Long Island, Washington, Carolina. Look, another little back road a little side back road, even someone walking in front of me on a little back road, even someone, it's a dead end. It's a dead end. And literally somebody walking in front of me. This is gang stalking. Look, sitting here with their lights on, with their doors open, with their legs hanging out, walking in front of me. It's the same MO over and over. And it's all trap house, and it's all related to drugs, prostitution, pornography, and thousands of trafficked children. Yes, that house right there, number 24. I want to know what happened, who Samantha and or Jenya and her doppelgangers are, and what kind of relations I had as a child and why I was in that house. No, but they were out here like a sentinel the other night. They didn't even want me to look at it, let alone to try to remember what happened in that house. Oh yeah, they arrested me. Very intrusive person. I got told the other day that there's a whole list of signatures from all of my neighbors, that the numbers are huge. It's a list of all people that want me out of the neighborhood because I want my children back. And they want to put me in a worse situation where I'm either going to be beaten, killed, or utterly stupefied to the point where I could bear no testimony that they've all bragged about trafficking me, molesting me, and knowing about my life and surveilling me since I was a child, including but not limited to even knowing about my children. Even knowing to some degree about some of my children. And then they'll say, oh, yeah, well, he only got one. She's in Colorado. Oh, he only got two children. They're down in Carolina. Oh, yeah, I know about his children. They really weren't his kids. And they follow me everywhere I go, every single day. It's crazy. Oh, yeah, and this little side street right here, thing used to be called North Dix. Just used to be Dix Avenue, and then the thruway split it up. And then years later, they put NS on it, one side of the thruway or the other. 87, future 87. I got attacked by a dog right here. The guy, and then he comes out, he goes, oh, sorry. I mean, he said, what was it, like a little pit bull? Or, like a literal bulldog? How crazy is that? To be attacked by a dog for going down a little side street. Oh, yeah, and I've been bit. I was chased by a Saint Bernard. I was in 21st gear, practically taking the chain off the bike, trying to get away from that Saint Bernard, leaning from side to side hard, while the dog, he wasn't even barking, he was woofing. He was like, I mean, this dog, and the same thing happened to that guy Kim. He had gangrene from a dog bite. These people literally hit people with cars on purpose, and they always look for the right-of-way angle. Oh, the line was unpainted, or there was no street light, or I didn't see him. He didn't have a spinning propeller with LEDs on his head. I didn't see him. And then they'll release the dog, and they'll be like, oh, he's just playing with you, as the dog's jumping on you and literally biting you. Oh yeah, the other day I cut through the woods, and somebody sent a huge dog crashing against their back window. Wham! Literally tried to go right through the glass at me. Oh yeah, back in the old days, before all these double yellow lines and these white lines and these dotted lines and stop signs and street lights and security cameras, driver's licenses and insurance, people would just send out their dogs after you, like they did in the movie Suburbia, right? Which is Corman, which is based in the Satanic Panic, what's up in Saskatchewan, right? Warman and Corman and Martinsville and all that, right? That's real stuff. That's not a joke. And these people went on to make a lot of money. They make a lot of money through pornography, and they got their feet in every angle, their finger in every pie. They got guitar companies and skateboard companies and clothing lines, and they're all derivative of greater branches from families that stole money, like the Dutch church that collected over $1 million to restore the reformed, restorable Dutch church, took the over $1 million, left town, and never fixed it. And then came back years later with a witness protection program name and become members of high society, chambers of commerce, and Comptrollers. They even make up their own titles. Comptroller. Do you know what the name DiNapoli is? It's mafia, bro. DiNapoli is a, look at this one. He got the right of way, so he's literally going to hit me with a car because, well, you shouldn't have went, right? So he has the right of way, so he's going to hit me with a car because he has the right of way. Do you know how many people are going over here to McDonald's because this is where I'm going to meet my friend and upload this video? Do you realize my cousin owns this McDonald's? Come on, man, I'm not stupid. Lady sits there every night in the parking lot. She heard or saw nothing. I was badly beaten right across the street. She heard or saw nothing. This is what I deal with every day. Every day. Now I have to act really cool in there. It's a man trap. It's a Sally port. It's a trap house. Yeah, she literally saw nothing. She heard me screaming for help. She saw nothing. She's a lawyer. She's an animal control officer, and she's a nurse supposedly. But she heard nothing. She saw nothing. She heard nothing. What do I got here? Guess that's it.